Missouri. It's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and St. Louis versus Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and our home team. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
6-yard line.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Devin Bush in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
42-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got an open man here. It's K.J. Hamler. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's good for 28 yards. From the gun, it's Hurts.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. K.J. Hamler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want...
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
Chris Harris. Bridgewater.
He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. K.J. Hamler with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Joe Reed returning. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. Third down here.
Third down and 7 yards.
On third down, Bridgewater. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Their own 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
A.J. Hamler.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
22-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Open man is Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Hurts. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
By the Panthers. They'll take over.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told us all.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Devin Bush getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Agnew now to return. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 44-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Flushed out right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Throwing is Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He was covered by.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Flush to his right.
And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Devin Bush in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. And he's going to go down again. Devin Bush. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Devin Bush in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Saints take over.
How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Burt sets up to throw it. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
KJ Hamler
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 20.
Time to take a glance into what we've seen so far from Teddy Bridgewater. And this is, unfortunately for him, a montage he's probably not going to want to keep here for his files.
And I'm not so sure.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And the pass complete to Anunwa. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Complete to Quincy Anunwa.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
They'll give to Hyde. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28.
It's a gain of.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st down, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. The 30, past the 20, 10. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. K.J. Hamler on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints now add 6 to their... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard.
Teddy Bridgewater and his Panthers ready to go again. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
The passer defense. We can't have that.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 40.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
Handoff comes to Hyde. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
Touchdown.
DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. It's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been under pressure again, and down he goes again. Devin Bush in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 15 seconds, all that remains for this 1st half as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout
Back at the 19.
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss.
And it's third down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. We have hit halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. To return, here's Agnew. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Saints take over first and 10.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. On third down, a run from Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
2-yard line.
On first down, here's Breida. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 40.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They run again with Breida.
Matt Breida, the ball carrier. The tackle made just shy of midfield.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it, and he is all the way up past the 25. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty. On
1st and 10, Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Carolina.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing is Bridgewater. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
To DJ Moore.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Joshua Kelly, the rookie from UCLA. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Quincy Enunwa. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Their lead down from 21-14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. To the air here after the INT on the last drive. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. He'll go up top here. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Even 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
3rd down and 1.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They run for it with Breida. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Bridgewater. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
A gain of
15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Panthers.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Devin Bush came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for DJ Moore.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. And no, it's incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. They'll try to run with Breida, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive line.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Bridgewater. And down he goes. Panthers. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Devin Bush leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete. It's third down.
The Panthers on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 16. Bridgewater now. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
Devin Bush. Teddy Bridgewater sacked.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. But first down, Hurts. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield.
That he is.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, first down there on a pickup of 25. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now. Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The tackle made.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And he's got a noon one. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
To Quincy Enunwa.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
First down, Carolina.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
To the air again with Bridgewater. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw is Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by...
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's more. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Here's Hyde on the draw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The handoff to Matt.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That will give to Breida. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's brought down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a give running left is Breida. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Up 3rd and
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to take a shot for the end zone and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for DJ Moore. It's third down. And 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One last shot now for Bridgewater. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.